guys, welcome back to my channel. It's like literally like, can you see my clock? You probably still can't, but it's literally like 4:30 in the AM, and I'm just like in bed, and I'm just like thinking. I have this like really close friend that I'm like making from work, and he's like really smart and like really like, we have these like really weird discussions about like the well, it's not really stupid, it's actual conceptual thinking, but like just like the other night we talked about black holes, and tonight I just messaged him out of the blue, like literally we weren't even texting. I was just like, hey, so what is your views on like the humankind? Like, do you think that does an individual life really matter? Or is it just like, do we matter as like a civilization, like with all of our accomplishments are just like adding on to like each other, and then we're furthering our greatness and our race to the rest of the galaxy and therefore universe? And we were just discussing like how in like hundreds of millions of years we're gonna collide into like the neighboring galaxy, and we have no idea what that's gonna do. We're probably just gonna be like blown to smithereens into some more stardust. That's another thing. We were talking about how, isn't it like, it's insane. I was watching this video that he sent me, and it was this researcher talking about how literally you are stardust. Like when the Big Bang happened and everything exploded and stars just went everywhere, and like all that, you're part of that. Like your atoms and everything that's in you, all the elements that make you a human, and all that chaos that's inside of you that's like fighting and staying in between your like little skin, like that you're stardust. When you go back to your basic matter, you're part stardust. You came from the universe, you came from everything that's around us, therefore the galaxy, and we didn't even know that much about that. Like that's like blows my mind. So I was just like literally just thinking, and I was just like, it's like 4:30 in the morning, and I was like, why are you up? To be quite honest, my first question is, why am I still awake? If you guys have any good sleeping remedies, I would love to hear them down below in the comments, because that would be dandy. Thank you. It's good I have off tomorrow. Bless God. Bless Jesus Christ. Jesus. But that's another thing. Don't even get this kid started on religion. It's such a mess. You get down such a mess. But yeah, it was just like thinking like that, like thinking about how crazy the universe is, and oh my God, how like we were just talking about like black holes, and how there was one that was found that was actually emitting, and like a black hole is supposed to just like take things and like takes the gravity from them, and then just like you just are like, it's just like brr. And like I was like researching, and I was like looking up articles and stuff, and like Stephen Hawking things, it's like you turn into like a phantom, like you turn into like not a physical being, because like it's like so great, and just like, not we, because we won't be alive when this happens, but if you like we ever get like to send something close enough to a black hole, like what would we even put through it? Like what would we even send into the black hole? We probably have to send like some like pressurized ship that has like radios, signals, and waves that we can eventually like tell where the hell they're going, like back and forth in time, or through something, like where that destination into it lands. I don't even know where if I really had a point for this video. It was just I just wanted to babble about space for a little bit. It was really like he sent me a video like last night of Markiplier, of him playing like some space game. I think it was called like Space Universe or something like that. And it was just like, he was like, my mind is blown with space, like space. And I was like, that's me. That's me right now with space and shit like that. Oh my God. And then we got on to consciousness, and whether like there's like a theory that consciousness isn't actually like consciousness, like there's something that's making your mind up for you, but you just think it is because seconds before you make up your mind, it's already sent to you. Shit like that, like fuck, like it fucks you up, like especially like now that it's like after midnight and it's like what is my name, let alone what is happening in space and what is consciousness, and are you actually you? Like, are you actually making your own choices, or is someone making the choices for you? I can't. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing for the last couple hours, just thinking about space and time and just what is life? Another thing, literally, I remember when I sent him that initial text, literally like we went through like an hour or two of just like discussion about like whether my initial question, which was like, should we view life in like an individual sense where like literally everyone you know, like their life matters, or should we think of it more like literally like mankind just like so that we can further ourselves, so that eventually we can do something so that like the universe will like recognize that we existed, like Earth is a thing, like, oh right, remember that planet that's right there that has life? Because obviously we're not the only ones here. We're the only ones that we know. We're the only bubble that we know yet, but I'm sure there's other bubbles out there that are like containing life. We're so rudimentary to like the rest of the galaxy, let alone universe, and just like, you're so small, bruh. Like, you're so small, bruh. Like, fuck. Like that. Anyway, that was his answer, was that we're so small that like it really doesn't. Like, everything that we do is so minuscule in the grand scheme of everything that we do is just like crazy to me. That's so like, in a sense, it's like literally live your day-to-day life and you should be happy. Like your day-to-day life should be a thing that you enjoy, because you can't fuck it up really, because the universe doesn't really give a shit about you. But also on the grand scheme of things, it's also kind of upsetting because the universe doesn't give a shit about you and your choices make nothing. But I mean, like, maybe there's something in your life that specs something, and then that further specs something, and then it's just like a never-ending specking of each other and just crazy shit. I'm about to play Life is Strange. Literally, I remember when I was hearing Rachel Whitehurst talk about it on like her channel and just like saying this, like it's like one of her favorite things, and I was just like, literally, I've always wanted to play a game like that, and it's been so much fun. I'm on my second time around. This game is so insane. Like, when you play it, it's like a game where you make like choices, and every single choice that you make, it changes the game. So in my version of it, someone had died that literally in most people's versions is still alive. And it's just like a game with like so many twists and turns, and you're just like, what the fuck is this real life? Life is Strange. And you can get it on Steam. For Steam, it's like $5 for the first episode, and then $20 for the whole entire thing. And I was just like, I knew I was gonna get hooked because like Rachel was like talking about how she was so hooked on it, and I was like, boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna buy the whole thing. That game also makes you think of like everything, all your choices and stuff. Like, all your choices and everything has consequences. In the game, like literally, like dialogue changes. Like, it's like I'm playing a whole new game. Like, literally, like moments I had in the game are not the same because of choices that I made. Because the first time around, I was like, I'm gonna be myself, and I'm gonna make the choices that I want to make, and I'm gonna do what I want to do in it, and then from there I'll do further attempts and see how it changes. Like the butterfly effect. Like that movie, first off. Oh, Ashton Kutcher was such a babe. Like, stop. Well, he's still a babe, but I mean, like, he was bae. He was bae in that movie. I was just like, he's so cute. It's one of the first boy crushes I had, actually. It was Ashton Kutcher. But I remember that movie. I was like so dope. Like, I was like so crazied out. Remember that scene where like he's like in the mailbox and like there's like well, I'm not gonna spoil the movie, but like watch out for that mailbox. and just like him, it's like all I remember is like him nose bloody and just everything, and just that movie was insane. And I just like thinking about things like this, it's just like I feel like it's healthy for your mind because it just makes you think about everything. I don't know. Yeah, I think it's time. I'm gonna play Life is Strange right now and then I'm gonna go to bed, but I think this is me signing out, and I think I'll see you in my next video. Bye. And they're just like, no, we're not with that gay shit, like get the fuck away from us. And I was just like, oh my fucking god. I was like, literally guys, shut up, stop talking to me, stop looking in my direction, and please just keep walking because I'm not following you. I'm trying to go to a house. Literally that upset them the most. So one of them turns around and is like, the fuck did you just say to me? The fuck did you just say to my friends? And I was like, honey, bye. Like I was like, nothing. I'm not trying to start anything right now. Literally reaches inside of his pants and I literally see the imprint of the gun. And I was like, oh my god. Like literally like death is among us.